Hi everybody and welcome back to Safe from Lenore. Today we're continuing on our work upgrading her electrical system. She's had it all from knob and tube and fuses to Romex and breakers. Replacing a panel box is a huge undertaking, one that you shouldn't be doing if you have doubts about your ability. I can't stress this strongly enough, this is not a how-to video. I will be replacing this myself, and I'll talk you through the decision-making processes and how generally the process is, but I won't be covering the actual wiring of the new box that'll be going in behind me. The first major decision you have to make is what brand of pan I'm going with. I went with Siemens. Now the brand you choose is important because it defines what you'll be buying for everything else. A lot of people have you believe that one brand is superior to the other. A lot of that comes down to personal preference, provided that the brand has a history of producing excellent components that behave as they should. So my decision was based on the fact I could get my hands on this panel, the components for it were affordable, and it has a history of excellence. And I'm certain that I'm wrong in someone's eyes, and to them I say, comment section's right there. So with the panel brand selected, I have to obviously buy a bunch of breakers to fill it when I'm done. I basically just copied the amperages of the circuits that were there, with a couple of exceptions. I got everyone's favorite arc faults for the new lines going up through the walls, hanging loose. It's a safety thing. It's also required by code. They're new, they get ACFs. Everything else does not need to be upgraded to that, which is good because this costs more than this. One of these guys literally costs 9 of these guys. However, I feel that the extra protection is warranted in my case. And as bad as that one is, it's got nothing on this bad boy. Upstairs we have the classic split outlet for kitchen. It's within 1 meter of the sink, which means it has to be ground fault protected. This is $200 right here. Now I got all my specialist stuff sorted out. It was time to apply for a permit. I contacted the local electrical authority, applied for a permit, got the availability of the inspector in my area. It's Mondays and Wednesdays. So then I could contact the hydro company to coordinate a power shutoff. I went with Monday because that way if anything goes horribly wrong, I'm only out of power till Wednesday. So they'll come here in the morning, they turn off the power, I replace my panel, inspector comes, he okays my panel, or doesn't. After it's okayed, I call electrical company, they come back, power back on, we're done. Sounds super easy. But I am inexperienced, and I want to get this all done in a day. So I had to do a lot of pre-work. So personally, I wanted to get my stuff organized so I could do this as quickly as possible the day of, just in case I have to have the inspector come out more than once. To do this, I mapped out all the electrical circuits in advance. I labeled all the wires in a way that's easy to read and won't come off. I use those little plastic Ziploc ties. They're on the wires on the outside, not the inside. I'll be popping off all the current attachments for the wires so they're free to move around and get repositioned. You don't have to fight that day of. Basically anything I can do in advance, I'm doing it. So the day of, it goes as fast as possible. So the topic of time saving, day of, I do not want to be running to any stores. So I bought anything and everything I think I need to do this task. I bought tons of junction boxes and screws and connectors, just so I don't have to go out. I already know what the capacities of all the boxes, how many 14 2 joints I can make, how many 12 2 joints I can make inside each of them. I just don't want to be going anywhere day off. Speaking of the panel exchange, power's still on in the house. I'm going to rip out as much as I can while I still have power for lights. And thanks for coming along. Yeah, so power is officially off to the house. There's no meter connected, so I am on power conservation mode. So they replaced a bunch of stuff. They just left all the dead ground wires. Okey-dokey. Everybody in the 90s, when they redid this, absolutely obsessed with cable television. Freaking cable everywhere. Here is the monstrosity. And it's time to knock out this circle. Level enough. Securely fastened. I'm gonna go meet the inspector. All right, so we just had the inspector pop on by. And I got his permission to make the modifications I need to make to actually make this thing work. Without having to rerun wires, which is awesome, because I didn't want to do that. back attached. The mod's done. We're going to clean it up, blow out any chips that fell in there, suck up with the Dyson any stuff that's in here, slap it all back together, and we're back on track. The inspector also wanted paint to be moved from around the spot. Get good contact. More appointment done. We got that hole tapped and sanded for some good contact with the grounding bar. I get to reinstall this bad boy again. So they had initially wrapped this in electrical tape for abrasion protection. I don't know. But let's just cover up the part where it's failed. All right. Blunt the jaws in this bad boy so I can grip things without tearing insulation. Modifying what you have to deal with your situation. How all this stuff works. This is when an assistant would have been super nice. Okay. We're cooking with gas. Okay. Gorgeous. All right, that's actually amazing. That's all lugged up. I'll just do it quick. Yep, that's nice and tight. Whoa. And that's why you check this. Yeah, baby. Get a couple pictures as per the inspector's request. I wanted to show them that a nice connection underneath all this. It's ground wire time. And we're back. We are, I guess, working on filling this panel up because we've gotten the okay from the inspector to get our electricity turned back on.